to tell y'all about the time that we went to Illinois and was looking at a house to buy, and some shit went down. Hey guys, it's Ginger. So yes, I'm wearing the exact same makeup, lipstick, shirt, everything as my last video because I want to get a couple videos filmed today so that I have some to post throughout this week. So if this bugs you, sorry. Not sorry. Not really. I'm busy the rest of the week, so this is when I got a chance. So, today's video, I'm almost positive I seen an actual demonic apparition. So, if you guys want to hear the story, just stay tuned and keep watching because it's interesting. So, me and my family, mind you, we are not rich. We are not even wealthy. We have always been poor. I mean, we've got by, but we've been poor, honestly. And we never took vacations. So, when we did take a vacation, like, my family, I'm 27. My family has been on like 4 vacations my whole existence. That's how broke we are. But we decided that instead of keep buying gas money and buying hotels and going all out and stuff, when we do go on trips or like renting a cabin or anything to save us money in the long run, we were going to find a super, super cheap, rundown house in a whatever state. Illinois was the state we just so happened to be in at that time. And we are going to buy it, fix it up a little bit, and make that our vacation home. So, like, when we do want to go on vacation, this is where we're going to go. Because we got something here. So, we were, like, looking around. And mind you, that was very short-lived. Because houses are not cheap. Even rundown ones, and we just didn't end up doing it. But we were in Illinois. I don't remember the town. It was a very, very small town. If I can't remember it, I'll write it underneath me. But we seen this house, and we seen it was for sale, and it was for sale pretty cheap. Very cheap, actually. So, my dad was like, okay, let's go see it. And we're all like, okay, like, we couldn't wait. Mind you, I have 6 siblings. My older sister, don't see or talk to her anymore. But I have 5 under me. So, there's 7 of us kids total. My older sister was not with us at the time. She was already married. So, it was me, my mom, and dad, and all my younger siblings. And we go to this house. We talk to the dude that's selling it and stuff. And he lets us in, and it was a really, really, really old house. Like, you could tell it was old and it was run down, but it was pretty. Like, you know how when you walk into an old house and it has like all the original wood flooring and the original fireplace and stuff, like, it was beautiful in that aesthetic, but the place itself was horrible. And I say this because we're all walking in there one by one, you know, like little ducklings in a row. We're all going in there. And I walk in, and at first I'm looking, I'm like, okay, this is pretty. And the second my brain went to this is pretty, I instantly was like, this is horrible. And my face turned white. And my mom's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And I was like, I don't feel good about this place. I do not feel good about this place. This is a horrible feeling. And she's like, oh, it's okay. So then the dude proceeds to tell us a little bit of the history of the house and stuff, and he goes, oh yeah, there's a dungeon now downstairs. And we're all like, a dungeon? And he's like, well, it's not a real dungeon, he said, but it's got bars down there, like almost like a jail. And we all knew exactly what the fuck that meant, so we're all like, no, thank you. So, we're all going and exploring. It was a 2-story house. Well, 3 if you include the dungeon. But it was decent. It wasn't huge, but it wasn't tiny. It was It was alright size. So, we're all going upstairs, and me and my younger sister were like, oh, this could be the girls' room. And my brothers are like, oh, this could be the boys' room. And right off the room that we had said would be the girls' room was a bathroom. Now, this place was very run down, very not lived in. There was, like, wood chips on the floor from, like, where the wood flooring was ripping up. There was paint chips from the floor where paint was just, you know, coming off the walls. The walls were breaking down. It looked abandoned, to be honest with you. And that did give it some of the creepy vibe. But the whole time, I'm walking through this house, and I'm like, I feel sick. I feel sick. I feel sick. I don't... No, this house does not feel good. And my sister and I walk into the kids' room, and I was like, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. And she just wrote it off, because she's 5 years younger than me. So she was like, okay, whatever. She's just walking around, you know, prancing around, having the time of her life, looking at a house that isn't ours. Because you know how younger kids get. They're like, oh, yeah, this is so exciting, because it's not ours. Should I do that sometimes? But anyway. So I go into the bathroom. And this is where shit got real, really quick. The bathroom was very old, very ugly, very unkempt. It just didn't look good. And I walked into the bathroom, and I'm looking around, and the door, like, creaked shut more than when I had it. Because it was one of those doors that it was so old, the hinges were, like, loose. So it automatically, like, almost shut. You know, if it hit the wall or anything, it'd be like, boom, boom. You know what I'm talking about? Probably not, because I suck at describing things. But that's how it was, if you can kind of get the picture in your head. So the door behind me, I'm standing at the sink, and in between the door and the sink was the toilet. So I didn't touch the door. Nobody touched the door. My siblings were all, like, in these other rooms, like, talking and shit. And the door started creaking shut. It was like... And I turned to look, and as soon as I... This is terrifying. Like, literally fucking terrifying. And I don't think I ever told my family this part. I just told them that I was scared. I did not want to be in this house. I was terrified. No. It cannot happen. If it did happen, I would never come to it. But I didn't tell them this exact part because, honestly, I didn't think that they would believe me. I think that they would think I was crazy. Or making shit up. I don't know. But, honest to God, as soon as I looked at the door, I felt something behind me. And I turned around so fucking slowly, you guys. It was like a straight up horror movie. Nowadays, if I felt that shit, I'd be straight out the door. I wouldn't even like give it the time of day for me to look at it. But I turned around very slowly and I looked. And it was this horrible. It as comical as this is, it almost reminded me of Samara from The Ring. But it was like a soaking wet person with super long hair. They weren't wearing like the traditional like white nightgown or nothing. It was just like soaking wet person with super long hair, and their face just was like, I don't know if y'all have ever seen somebody that had died from drowning. They like really bloat. That's what the face looked like. It was like bloated, and it was like gray and black and purple. And it didn't have no eyes. So, like, the eyes were completely hollowed out. And when I looked at it, it looked at me. Like, even though it didn't have eyes, I knew that it was looking at me. And it almost started to say something like, it was like... And I was like, boom, no, out. I ran down those stairs. I wonder if my mom remembers this, too. I ran down those stairs as fast as a bitch's fat legs could take her. And I walked straight out the house. I did not say shit to no one. I did not say hi, bye, let's go. Nothing. I just walked straight out the house. And my mom follows me. She's like, what is going on? What is going on? I was like, this house, there's something wrong with this house. This house is bad. We cannot get this house. If you guys do get this house, I will never be with you. We cannot. There's something bad. My stomach does not feel right. It makes me feel sick. It cannot happen. This house is bad. It is not good. There's something wrong with this house. And she started laughing at me. She was like, ah, that's so funny. And I was like, no, I'm serious. Like, I am dead serious. And my face was pale. Like, you know how pale I am right now? Oh, honey, no. Honey, no. It was whiter than this. Okay? I was so scared. It was as white as Pennywise motherfucking face on my shirt. I was scared. Scared. And none of my siblings believed me. They're like, oh, you're being dramatic. It's just because it's old. It's just because it's decrepit. I don't think they used decrepit because that wasn't in their vocabulary at the time. But they're like, it's just because it's run down. You're just scared. It just looks scary, so you got scared. And I'm like, no, no, no. This place is scary. This place is terrifying. Do you get that? It is scary. I don't feel right about it. I don't feel okay. They're all making fun of me. So I'm sitting in the car like, y'all gonna believe me one day. You buy this house? Y'all gonna believe me. Then my dad comes out the house. My dad has this disturbed, not okay, just get me the fuck out of here look on his face. And he gets in the car and my mom's like, what's up? What's wrong with you? What's going on? And he goes, there's something wrong with that house. And we pulled off. He never elaborated. He never went on to say if he's seen something, if he felt something. He just had this horrible look on his face, and he got in the car and said there is something wrong with that house, and we drove off. Guess what? They all stopped laughing at me then. Yeah, when my father confirmed it, everybody stopped laughing at me then. I wasn't crazy no more because Dad admitted that something was wrong with the place just like I was. But I guess it was funny coming from me because I'm only like 18 years old, and they're all like, didn't believe me. They only believe my father. So that makes me super happy that my dad said something about it, that my dad felt that, because they would have still to this day thought I was crazy. Now that all that's said and done, and it's been like nearly 10 years later, my mom, when we talk about this specific house, she'll be like, yeah, something was wrong with that house. And I'm like, why didn't you say that then? Why'd you make fun of me? Why you wait 10 years to say something was wrong with the house? Like, but she even admits, like, yeah, that place was very creepy. And my dad still won't mention it to this day. He'll be like, something was wrong with that house. But something was definitely wrong with that house. But yeah, that's the time that I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not pretty sure. I'm positive that I seen a demonic entity. Scary as all hell. If I am ever in Illinois or in that town in Illinois again, you bet your ass I'm going to be avoiding that house. Because it just ain't going to happen. I'm scared. I am scared that if I go near that place, whatever was in that house is going to come out and attack me, and I ain't fucking with it. I don't fuck with the devil like that. Y'all shouldn't fuck with the devil like that. And yes, I'm using my glasses as a pointer. Oh, by the way, I wear glasses. I just blind myself to do YouTube because they don't look as good as me. Look, just look at this. Plus, you can see my ring light in them. Like, they ain't all that cute, so I take them off. But yeah, that's story time. I hope you guys like it. If you did like it, give me a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to hit 100 people. I almost said 1,000. That's reaching right now. I'm trying to hit 100 people. It'd mean the world to me if you guys did subscribe or showed people, you know, my videos to subscribe. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a beautiful, marvelous, fabulous day wherever you are. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye. What was that? Like, I started to do this, then I went like this, then I went... What even is my life?